Then Herod, seeing that he had been outwitted by the astrologers, flew into a great rage.
No! No!
And he sent out and had all the boys in Bethlehem and in all its districts killed from 2 years of age and under, according to the time that he had carefully ascertained from the astrologers.
Charming, wasn't it? So, we've just been watching a scene from the feature Bible drama, The Good News According to Jesus. This is a series that has been much heralded and anticipated by the governing body. In annual meeting after annual meeting, they've been whipping up anticipation for this live action series depicting the life of Jesus, or in this case, events shortly preceding the life of Jesus. I'm going to be honest, the series so far is not living up to the billing. I mean, the production levels themselves generally seem to be improving, and of course you get special effects thrown in here and there. All of that's, not so bad. But the problem Jehovah's Witnesses have always had with these, you could say, high production dramas is, I think, just a fundamental lack of creativity, because they are bound by the constraints of the dogma. They can only ever produce films that appease the religion rather than films that entertain. So they don't really have much creative license. And in the case of this particular series, one obvious criticism that I can point to is the constant narration, the constant reading of the Bible verses while the scenes are unfolding. It's just distracting. And it goes against the tried and tested tool of show, don't tell. You show people and you let them form their own conclusions. You don't tell them what they're seeing. If you tell people what they're seeing or how they're supposed to interpret what they're seeing, they're just not going to find it entertaining. And to be honest, it's quite infantilizing, isn't it? So that's the obvious problem, or one obvious problem with this new series. Another is its inclusion of scenes that, shall we say, parents might not want their children to see. So this is The Good News According to Jesus, Episode 1, The True Light of the World, Part 2. And it's, of course, dealing with the decree of Herod to have babies killed. And it's showing soldiers going out, swords brandished. It's showing at least one child who's about to be killed. And it's showing you the blood-curdling scream of the mother as her child is being killed. Do parents really want their children? I mean, bear in mind, children of all ages are expected to watch this. So there's no lower age limit when it comes to convention audiences. So that there will be babies in the audience being expected to watch this. And of course, the organization has already responded in its JW broadcasting content to concerns raised by Jehovah's Witness parents in this regard.
We might mention that we've had just a few parents write in expressing concern that some of our videos depict scenes that could have an effect on children who've been protected from anything even hinting at an act of violence. Be assured that we'll continue to be sensitive to the feelings of you parents when we produce a video that's based on a Bible account that includes descriptions of warfare or other incidents of violent actions. We'll do so with care, while not ignoring the powerful details depicted in the inspired Word of God.
So that was from the May 2020 JW Broadcasting episode. Stephen Lett there telling Jehovah's Witness parents who'd gone so far as to write into the organization. That's how distressed they were by some of the footage being shown at the conventions, specifically in the Bible dramas. And he's saying we will continue to be sensitive to the needs of parents. I suppose my question would be, how can you be sensitive to the needs of parents when overwhelmingly those involved in the production of these Bible dramas are not parents themselves? Now, that's not to say that you can't have some sensitivity whether you have children or don't have children, but I think it does help if you have at least some parents involved in the production. And a criticism I've long had of the governing body and the organization when it comes to the production of their, I'll just say it, propaganda, is that they can't call upon parental experience. They are driven by an agenda which is, let's drive home our teachings. They're not really thinking, or they cannot really think, like a parent would think when it comes to depicting Bible accounts of violence. And I think that shows very clearly in this new installment of the Jesus drama.